BBD, this brings us to our real fake final segment of the night, the Bro of the Night, brought to you by Roosevelt's. We're live from the Roosevelt studio. I wish I could be swagging out in my Roosevelt's right now, but this has been good luck so far.
Got the mask right there.
So I'm going to keep this going. I do. Roosevelt's mask. Look at that. Go check out Roosevelt's. They're the best. We love them. We're in the Roosevelt studio now that we're back, baby. BBD, my Bro of the Night. I think there was two pretty good standouts. I think the guy that I ended up picking was your backup, because I know you love this guy. You love this guy, BBD. I went with Odell Beckham Jr. We did this a couple episodes ago, maybe a couple weeks ago. Odell had, a down year with the Browns last year, and he still had 1,000 yards receiving. Like, it was still okay. And the Browns were a disaster. Like, they had a fake head coach last year. Baker was kind of a mess. Like, the Browns last year, and Odell kind of did his thing. Yesterday, Odell Beckham Jr. did his thing. 3 touchdowns, 2 receiving, 1 rushing. One receiving from Jarvis Landry, 1 receiving from Baker, and then 1 rushing. We're playing the highlight on the screen now.
3 total touchdowns, 154 total yards.
The Jarvis Landry touchdown pass was awesome. That was just a cool play. There's no other way to draw that up.
Especially with them being, like, best friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that.
And, hey, the Browns put up 49. Like, Cowboy in Dally.
30 points 3 weeks in a row for the first time, ever.
And again, football's kind of a messy sport sometimes. Like, it doesn't always figure itself out the first year when you put together a squad. But they do have a lot of guys, man. They've got Kareem Hunt. Chubb, is he banged up, but he's on the squad. Odell,
really good.
Landry. So I don't know, man. If they're figuring it out, that's really cool. And more importantly, the fact that, like, OBJ still has this in the bag. Like, I don't know if we knew that before yesterday.
He'd had a couple injuries that aren't career enders, but
you're just
can
getting
alter,
older. Like,
starting to hit
when you look back
20s.
at how long ago some of his crazy games were on the Giants, it's kind of like, okay, does he still
been around sneakily a while?
Does he still got that? And he does, man. And the 50-yard touchdown run again is like that would have been a loss of a lot of yards for most players. And Odell turned it into a game-winning 50-yard touchdown run. So he's awesome. It was cool to see him back. He's on my fantasy team, so that helped. So I'm going Odell, and yeah, BBD. I was eyeing the guy that you're going to give it to. But
one of us has to give it to that guy.
Yeah, and then I kind of felt bad because I know you love Odell, but we also love the other guy, so it worked out, I think.
We're fine.
Yeah.
I'm like so over the Giants trade thing because that's far from the worst move of late because they kind of got decent value, all things considered, for trading a receiver.
Yeah,
they did fine. Dexter Lawrence is a nice player. Whatever else.
Yeah.
Zimenez is an NFL player. And Odell's contract stuff. Whatever. I have such a soft spot for Odell.
Yeah,
that's what he likes.
Oh,
yeah, get it because the boop stuff. Anyway, yeah, I just really like Odell. I'm over all the trade stuff. He's good. Stats are good. Surprised he caught fewer touchdowns while he was when he first got to the Browns. What a shocker.
Yeah, and it again, like Odell's been around since 2014, man. It's kind of crazy. I mean, those big Giant years, double-digit touchdowns were 2014, 2015, 2016. So, there's kind of the injury year. And then his final year with the Giants, and then these 2 years. Yeah, in a bad year last year, 74 catches, 1,000 yards, 1,035.
And, like, his drama stuff, whatever, it's like it's overstated just because of who he is.
The Giants stuff
he hasn't done anything that's, like, actually a problem.
The Giants stuff, I get it. And it's
a lot.
He was young. He was like 22, 23, 24 on the Giants. We haven't heard any of that Odell stuff. Like
he had the thing at the national championship game last year. That was honestly
fun.
That was the closest thing to like
I'm
kind
in
of
on
a
that.
problem because it's like just It was just dumb. The other stuff is just like he's loud.
Yeah.
Did the boat trips, goes to LA every week, whatever.
Like that.
Like I'm
Partying.
happy I don't have to spend every week of my life like apologizing for him and like defending him, but I'll still stand by like nothing he's done is that.
5 out of 6 seasons coming into this year, he's had 1,000 yards receiving. Like that's nuts. Odell gets it. He put on an absolute freak show display yesterday. BBD, who was your bro of the night?
It's Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
You have to 40-point triple-double in the finals. They don't have the second and third best players, and they beat LeBron and AD.
Yeah.
Like, and a lot of that is Jimmy Butler. He won't take the credit for it, but like, dude, I saw the stats you did, so
Yeah.
yeah. He talked about it's like the team really emphasizing the rebounding now, whatever. It's like, yeah, well, you did most of those,
Yeah.
So Jimmy Butler, you're really good. So much talk in the last year. We've done this conversation before, but so much talk in the last year of was he worth a max contract,
Yeah.
and can he really be the number one guy on your team? They're gonna have to make a trade for somebody else next year. It's like, don't have to.
Yeah. He's pretty good.
They still might, but dude, it's not mandatory. They've got a really good thing going. Jimmy Butler's really awesome.
He's fun to watch.
sides.
He's intense, and like I remember when I was flipping to this game, I think it was Solomon Hill, like played like 4 role minutes and was like okay, and Jimmy Butler subbed in for him, and he was like, fucking needed that. It's like what? But
He had a couple good lip reading.
that's kind of
moments.
cool, and yeah, man, he was running the point for them yesterday pretty much.
He's like in the past, he's always like been able to do that for spurts. Obviously, like he's never like played point guard.
Yeah.
But he's always been able to like we see him actually like pass and stuff. It's like, oh, he like could do that.
Yeah.
And he like showed it for kind of a full game for the first time, I think.
His
And the line we stumbled into in the Knicks chat was that he made the LeBron and AD look like Cat and Wiggins.
yeah.
The whole Timberwolves third stringers thing.
Yeah, and
Kind of fun.
Kind of fun. I don't know how impactful it is. It's cool
Fun
that
game.
it's cool that Jimmy Butler's got one of these under his belt. Like, however this series ends up, however his career winds up, like
He has like a finals
when you
moment.
talk about Jimmy Butler, you got like he's a bad dude when he's right. Good for J Butt. Let's see if it matters. Interesting game 4, but that could be it. It could also not be interesting.